Happy New Year! It's 2022. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's gotten off to a rough start. I mean, with Joe leaving the Impractical Jokers, but got some cool stuff to look forward to. Year 2022. Now, you could easily take it as like a bad news bears. It's 2020 dose, and now we get to deal with all of 2020 again. Or you can take a look at all the cool stuff that comes out in 2022. For starters, 2022 has some cool stuff, a lot of twos. May, by the latest, May has cool stuff. Yeah, that's of course 5 months in. That's about halfway through the year. The Nerve Gear gets made. And yes, of course, if you do know what the Nerve Gear is, you're gonna be like, wow, I kind of forgot about that entirely. Unless you've just recently watched the show. Or if you're oblivious and don't watch the show, you're like, the fuck is Nerve Gear? Well, let me tell you, Nerve Gear, virtual reality for weebs. So if you watch the show Sword Art Online, there's this helmet you get to put on. It's called Nerve Gear. Basically what it does is jack you into reality and all that jazz. Nerve Gear comes out on May 2022. Couldn't get a stronger date. Couldn't find a date to like pin it in, With the release of the Nerve Gear, according to the show, many people died. They put the helmet on and it jacked them into the game, and if you die in the game, you die for real. And they burn your brain with a microwave, essentially. Now, there's two ways to look at this, and they're both good. One, if you're like me, you're gonna be like, get jacked into the game. It can't be worse than what's happening right now, am I right? So you get into the game, you die in the game, oopsie. If not, you live out a wild fantasy of fun and adventure. Or, if you're completely against anime, don't worry, because all the anime losers are going to be jacked into a game and then murdered, hands-free. So you don't like these people, you don't like any of this, they're about to leave. And the people that are into it probably will die. I will probably die. But I'll be first in line. Now, of course, the other big one, George Jetson's born. And I gotta admit, you're probably like, whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, from the Jetsons, classic. Either way, we're still 40 years off from the Jetsons. So if you're like, wow, flying cars and houses and all that, wrong again, idiot. It's just the birth of a mad lad, and he will eventually lead us into it. However, we are on course. We're on par for the Jetsons' future. According to the Jetsons, I think something like apocalyptic happened to Earth, which caused us to go up into the sky, which is why we live in houses in space. I think it was a flood, like an apocalyptic flood came down and murdered everything. But on a serious note, I do want to thank you guys for 2021. Now, 2020 sucked. 2021 sucked. Kind of less. I don't know. You can't really compare garbage to garbage. It just sucked. And you're like, oof. 2022, is it going to be the same? Yeah, probably. But am I going to stop making videos? Maybe one day, but probably not during 2022. I have some big projects planned coming up. A whole week's worth of stuff happening as a project. Got a lot of stuff inbound. Either way, I want to say thank you for 2021 because we hit 400 subscribers. And not only did we hit 400 subscribers, throughout 2021, we went from less than 200 subscribers to 400, which means we got like, 200 something, almost 300 subscribers in a year, which I gotta say is pretty dope. Thank you guys for supporting me there. We hit 80,000 views, less than 20,000 away from hitting 100,000 views. That's an insane mile markage. Jesus Christ. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I'm a bit sick. I don't know if you can tell. But I got great projects coming out. I got big plans coming out for 2022. So, if it does end up being a bad year and 2022 does end up sucking, hopefully my videos can at least cheer you up, make you laugh, at least forget about the hellscape that is outside your own house if you are forced to leave your house for groceries or a haircut or whatever you're going outside. Who knows? It's the apocalypse or the pre-apocalypse, the time before an apocalypse, Just like on the Titanic, I'll be playing my instrument until I'm submerged in water and drowning and my lungs filled with water. Either way, I'm not going to drag this video out any longer. Thank you so much for spending time with me in 2021, and hopefully you spend a little bit more time with me in 2022. But thank you again for everything, and I hopefully will see you in the next video. Bye.
Scoop, skip, potato.